Yeah. So I hear this argument a lot. Without government, who would stop the roving bands of warlords from kicking in your door and blah, blah, blah. So, in a post-apocalyptic scenario where there's roving warlords and warrior gangs, what do you think those people are going to be made up of? I mean, what do you think these groups are going to be made up of? You know, Farmer Brown and the blue-haired old lady living next door? No. It's going to be government employees out of a job, isn't it? Ex-soldiers and ex-cops who don't have any skills other than to raid. That's who the raiders will be, okay? Hey, I won't raid. Yeah, okay. But who's qualified to do that? Do you think some homesteader, some guy who's trying to raise some Brahmin in his wasteland is going to rove around with his children with shotguns in their, Sten guns? No, it's going to be the ex-military members. It's going to be people who lost their jobs when the government fell. So yeah, if the government fell tomorrow, we would have to worry about roving gangs of warlords, and those would be ex-troops and ex-cops. It wouldn't be the bureaucrats. The bureaucrats would probably, I'm going to go hang out with those people because they'll protect me because I can, what? They can keep a record of the slaughter that the raiders and the roving gangs of warlords would perpetrate against us. See? Don't get me wrong, if anarcho-capitalism took over tomorrow, there would be a shit ton of deaths. Not because the anarcho-capitalists would be going around killing each other, it's because we'd be too busy protecting ourselves from the guys that used to work for the government. Because now we don't have a job, and what are we going to do? We can't innovate and think for ourselves. If we could have done that, we wouldn't have joined the government in the first place. Yeah. Roving bands of warlords. Give me